In 2017, scores of artisanal and small-scale miners were evicted from Mubende and Kassanda district on grounds that the activities posed a security threat to the country. This came on the heels of an influx of miners from the neighboring DRC, Tanzania, Kenya, Rwanda and Burundi. Many locals, including women, eked out a living here. Today they stare at a bleak future.
And this is the day that we shall live to recall, because people lost their property. If I could say we were robbed during broad daylight by the security forces and we were heartlessly evicted. For example, people who have land in Rujiji were also evicted from their land, as in like they don't have any rights. People have land titles there, but even those that have land titles were evicted during the time of eviction.
The Directorate of Geological Survey and Mines in the Ministry of Energy and Mineral Development granted over 30 location licenses to prospect and mine for gold in the two districts. But barely after investing millions of money, artisanal miners now claim the new locations have no gold deposits.
What we got from all the exploration was there's nothing good for you, not viable for exploitation. Recommendation: relinquish this license back to government. And of course, what we had to do is to put these results as our returns to the Ministry of Energy.
We request that government allocates us at least 1 square kilometer in our former areas of work. Because when we shared the 30%, the investor remained with 144 point something square kilometers. And we have already drawn a map of where we want that 1 square kilometer to be.
Artisanal miners are also facing challenges with their landlords over surface rights dues.
If you have a license on our land, we are not going we are not renting our land out. Neither are we willing to share with you whatever you will get. You buy. Before you buy, don't start. And that was really very, very expensive.
To deal with landlords in other places. The other place in Rujiji where they chased us from, where they evicted us, that was our land. Personally, I owned 7 acres of land there.
Though the ministry gave them new locations, no geological surveys were carried out to establish whether the gold occurrence in the area can be extracted using artisanal methods.
When the director who convinced the president during the State House meeting said that the 10 square kilometers that were allocated to the ASMs are not mineralized. And if they are, the little gold that is there is not mineable by artisanals and small-scale miners. We were shocked.
In 2012, AUC Mining secured an exploration license from the Directorate of Geological Survey and Mines to explore gold in an area of 207 square kilometers in Chitumbi sub-county. Upon the expiry of their license, they were supposed to relinquish at least 50% of the land. The artisanal miners under various mining associations also want the president to fulfill his 2016 campaign pledge of licensing artisanal miners.
He was deceived by the geological department that where they were taking us was even more mineralized than where we were.
The nature of work of artisanal miners remains largely informal, peppered by mineral smuggling, high health and safety risks, conflict, loss of revenue to both central and local governments, among others. But it anchors domestic revenues amongst poor households that it's in the interest of government to regulate the artisanal miners sector.